Yo, what's happening, people? Okay. Ooh, we are live right now. Live from the village right now. It is 2 minutes past 8 p.m. right now. It is the 30th of November, 2023 right now. It is Thursday right now. And we game on Thursdays right now. We're playing The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild right now. We're in the Water Temple, Divine Beast Var Ruta. It's not the Water Temple, really. I call it the Water Temple. I shouldn't. It's not the Water Temple. The Water Temple was Ocarina of Time and maybe some other games. This is Divine Beast Var Ruta. We've got to figure out Wagwan with Divine Beast Var Ruta. That's what we're about to do. At least that's what we're about to attempt to do right now. So anyway, enough talk. Well, not enough talk. It's all plenty of talk to go, hopefully. Let me switch over to this screen and just chat to y'all for a little bit. Alright then, so I have had, I believe, quite a productive day today. In fact, I don't want to toot my own horn or nothing, even though I'm going to. I believe I've had one of my most productive days, maybe not ever, but certainly in a good while, because I got a lot done today. So what did I do today? What did I do? I did some writing for... Wait a minute, did I do some writing? Yeah, I did. Trying to remember. I was up early, by the way. I was up early today, but I did sleep enough. Went to bed early yesterday, so I was up early today. So I went to bed early, got up early, did some writing. Did some cab work for a few hours. Then what did I do? I went for a jog, ran 5k. In fact, I ran my fastest 5k ever, you know, at 25 minutes and 11 seconds. I'm trying to get below 25 minutes. A friend of mine challenged me to do 5k in less than 25 minutes. So that's kind of my miniature goal. Although I would say that speed isn't really my biggest concern. You know, it'd be nice to do it. It'd be nice to be able to do it. So I'm kind of have a mini goal of trying to get below 25 minutes for 5k. But I was pretty close. 25 minutes and 11 seconds. That's the fastest I've ever done. I then went to the shop. I bought some ingredients because I plan on making some French fancies, or fondant fancies as they're also known as. I plan on making doing some baking tomorrow. So I've got some stuff ready for that. I had to look in the fridge yesterday and figure out all the look in the fridge and the cupboard, really, just all over the kitchen, figure out what we got and what we need. So I bought the stuff that we need, getting ready for tomorrow. And then yeah, just did some cooking, just some regular schmegular cooking. So yeah, I did quite a lot today. I feel like I've had a very productive day. But anyway, enough talk. Not really, but let's get this game on the road. Let's get this game on the road. So let me switch over to this screen. And get this all set up. Oh, actually, also, not today, but yesterday, I completed Gears of War 5. Which is pretty cool. I've been playing that game for probably a few months. I think about 2-3 months, give or take. But I completed it yesterday. So I have finished Gears of War 5. I ended up doing it on the normal difficulty. I started playing it on hard. And I just kind of got to a point where I felt this is probably too hard for me. And I don't really have that kind of patience to do that anymore. Maybe back in my younger days, you know, whatever. But that's not really where my mind's at no more. So yeah, I just put it down to, I think I probably did about half the game or so. Yo, what up, Al? It's going all right, man. It's going all right. I've had a pretty productive day today, actually. So yeah, it's going all right. How you doing? How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. as we play Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that didn't quite get the rhyme there, but you know, I think you get it. I think you get it. I've actually done this level before, but one cannot remember how I did it. So I'm gonna have to do some figuring out of what exactly I did. I have to refigure it out. Have to refigure out everything. I know there's something about getting that to. There's a waterfall there that's supposed to go into a waterfall. I don't remember how you turn it into a waterfall though. That's what I need to figure out, or refigure out rather, because yeah. I'm doing okay. My dad was in hospital for a couple of days, so I've been helping. Oh, damn, sorry, dude. How's your dad doing? Is that from the same illness as the one he was in hospital? I think a few months back. Was that right? Is that the same illness? Is that like reoccurred or something, or what's happening? He doing all right? See, that I can do. But now it's like, what did I do to get this to move? I know there's a waterfall there. I remember there's a waterfall there. I'm just like, bro, how did I... I know I need to like get over there somehow as well, and get the thing to raise up. It's like, man, how did I do it though? Like, bro, it was such a long time ago. Yeah, oh man, he had another heart attack, which happened sometime last year. The thing is, he didn't have to spend Christmas in hospital like last year. Damn, man. 2 heart attacks though, bruh. That's tough, man. That's tough. Like heart attacks. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm some kind of heart attack expert in that, because I'm not. But just from what I know about them, yeah, they can be real painful, real uncomfortable, and just like, do they know what's causing the heart attacks though? Like, does he need to, I don't know, like eat different foods or something, or do they know what's happening? It's 2 heart attacks, mate. That's... See that one I've got already. I've got to activate something like what, 3 more terminals or something. One there. I can see where they are. I was just figuring out how to get to them. Ancient spring. Wow, that might come in handy. Something there. Oh, this is the... Yeah, I can't do that until even one heart attack, has had several in it. That's 75 years old. He's having trouble being able to use his hands off. Yeah. I'm sorry, man, that's tough. Several heart attacks, though. Oof. That's a lot. That's a lot to go through. Yo, what up, little Jakes? Little Jake's in the place. How's Yakes? Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Okay, this doesn't lead anywhere. Damn it, so now I have to... Not what I wanted to do. Well, kind of is, but not quite. Yeah, my new GoPro camera tomorrow. Can't wait. Wait, new GoPro camera? Dude, I swear you got one like 2 weeks ago. You got a new one already. What happened to the old one? You still got it? You gonna have like 2 of them, or what? Go on, man. You mean like vlogging with like 2 GoPros, like one in each hand or something? Well, I got 2 hands. I need 2 GoPros. Yeah, you should cycle like that. Like get on a bicycle and cycle, no hands, just holding 2 GoPros. One to record behind you, one to record in front of you. That's what you should do. Just cycle like mountain biking. 2 GoPros, one in each hand, and not staring. see your vid. I understand that. Yeah. Those were recorded some years back, but yeah, I've been re-uploading stuff to the channel. They were unlisted. What did I list them? I think I unlisted them. I know I listed a bunch of videos. I'm pretty sure those were some of them. I don't remember. They might not have been. But anyway, I know I unlisted a bunch of videos on another channel that I have. And in any case, like I'm not. They're on a channel that's in a coma, pretty much. Like I have a channel that went into a coma, at least a couple of years ago, and so these just kind of been just sitting there. And I just thought, you know what? Let me do something with these, because I do plan on hopefully reviving that channel out of its coma next year. I've had plans for it. I'm trying to revive the channel, and I just thought, you know what, it's going to be something completely different. Well, not completely different, that's a lie. Not completely different, but it's going to be something different. I thought, you know what, I want these to have a home. I do want these videos to have a home. So yeah, let me put them up here. A lot of them were unlisted, and I was like, you know what, let's do this. Let's put it here. So yeah, they're older videos, but hopefully enjoyable videos. Does nothing though. Ugh. Okay, because I need to, oh yeah, I need to get it so that is at the bottom. What did I do though, mate? What did I do? Nice, good to hear you're doing good though. Good to hear you're doing good. But yeah, man, that's tough, man. I mean, I know when wait. Oh, that's something else, okay. Yeah, when my dad, he would get sick on a regular basis, and you know, this is like he retired. I think it was like, let's say 68 when he retired, or 65. Actually, it's not on 65 actually, because I think it was a late retirement. But anyway, he retired in his late 60s, and he was pretty much just in and out of hospital from then. Like, he was never in good health before that, right? But yeah, he pretty much spent his retirement just in and out in the hospital on all kinds of medications. So yeah, I know it's just a tough thing. It's a tough thing to see that. To see your parents go through that, you know. So I understand, man. It's just. In cross aces for years. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, so here's what happened. Here's what happened to the best of my memory, right? During lockdown. So you know that channel. In fact, you might know this, Alan. That channel kind of went through a few different iterations, right? But during the lockdown, and by the way, if anybody wants to give me some tips, I'm open for that, because this is just confusing me. But yeah, during lockdown, I was doing some stand-up comedy, and I was doing some sketch comedy around about that time as well. And I remember doing a few stand-up gigs during lockdown, maybe even I think I did one after lockdown as well. But I wasn't really pushing a whole lot. Now there were places open, but most places were shut, right? During lockdown, most places were shut, or they had very limited. They were very kind of limited in who let it in, and so there weren't that there was nothing happening. It was just very, very limited. But that really was the time to be pushing comedy hard. Like if you were serious about doing stand-up comedy, that was really the time to push it hard, because like there's so few spots going, and so you need to make sure that you're on as many of them as possible. And yeah, I did a couple here and there, but I was not pushing it. You know, I was not. I did mostly some sketches, and even that got to a point where I just felt like I'm just not pushing this as hard as I should be. And the truth is that, you know, as much as I like doing a comedy and I like doing the sketches, it's not really where my main kind of passion lies. So it was fun to do it for a while, and certainly not saying that I'm never going to do it again. You know what I mean? I would, God willing, one day do something again, because I like to experiment. I like to do different things with in the creative space. But at the same time, I feel like I don't need to be in the space where I'm pushing it hard, because that's just not me. That's just not me. But yeah. So yeah, ended up just like not uploading after a while. And then a while became a very long while. And then a very long while became, am I ever gonna do anything with this place, with this channel? And it just kind of just sat there doing nothing. So yeah. Oof. Oh man. It's not what I'm trying to do. What's that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Right. Bought Spider-Man 2 and Football Club 24. Nice. I ain't know you like FIFA, or you just trying it out this time around. To it. Not since. Okay, let me oh man, I'm not sure if I'm even doing the right thing. You know, like it's the only thing I can think of right now, to try and freeze that while I'm. To be so much quicker with that, trying to freeze it. Oh, flipping out. separate ways. It's really good. What's the movie? The Killer. Movie. We pick up Hitman 3 again. The Killer. Okay, how was that? No spoilers though, because I ain't seen it yet. It reminds me of Agent 47. The things by the time it stops, I'm just too far down to grab onto it. I started a gaming channel about a year ago and ain't done much with it at the moment. I would like to start posting again on that channel. I'm being more focused on my main channel at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it comes down to. You just kind of got to do what just feels right in the moment. You know, I think that's all you can do. I think sometimes with YouTube, we can kind of get into this. I got to do that, got to do this, got to do this, and you don't. You don't. I mean, you can if you want to, but you don't. You know, you don't have to do it. But yeah, if you do have a gaming channel that you want to do something with, I think the thing with gaming though, and this is something I've been thinking about as well, because I actually want to start a gaming channel or maybe restart one, so to speak. But it feels like if you're going to do it, there's one or two ways to do it. One is to don't worry about, you know, the algorithm and what's popular and the trending games and all that kind of stuff. Just play whatever you want to play in whatever way you want to play it. Post it in whatever way you want to post it and do that, right? That's one way to do a gaming channel, and that's fine. Another way to do a gaming channel is figure out where you fit in the gaming world, because there's like a bazillion gaming channels out there, and a lot of them, and there's a variety for sure. There is definitely a variety, but even with the variety, there's a lot of sameness. You know, a lot of them, like how many Minecraft channels are there, or how many Roblox channels are there? And it's not to say that that's a bad thing per se, but there are a lot. So if you're going to do it, it's like, where do you fit in? Do you fit in with Roblox or Minecraft or GTA or FIFA or whatever? You know, where do you fit in? Do you fit in with any of that? Or which specific, is it a specific genre? You know, and if there is like a game or a genre you fit in, then it comes down to where do you fit in within that as well. Because if you look at any genre of gaming on YouTube, you're going to find bazillion channels doing that as well. You know, how many channels do like action games or, you know, first person shooter games? So where do you fit in with that? So the other way to do a game channel is to figure out where you fit in. Like, where are you going to be your most useful? Because if you could figure that out, then the people who need what you provide are going to come to you. But if you're just doing something because it's popular, hoping people will come and, I mean, people will come and watch, but once they realize you've got nothing to offer, they'll go as quickly as they came. But if you could figure out where you fit in and where you could be useful within the gaming YouTube space, and then concentrate on doing that, then you might find, and it can still take a while of course, but then you might find that you can offer something, and when you could offer something of value, that's when you might find people come, and not just come but stick around, you know. So yeah, a couple of ways to do it. A couple of ways to do it, methinks. So which one are you trying to do? AE, Alan Evans. Which gaming channel are you trying to do? Are you trying to do the one where you just do whatever, or are you gonna try and do the one where you figure out where you can be the most useful and try to gain an audience of people who need what you can provide? Because I know which one I want to do. I'm not saying it's the only one to do. In fact, it's not, of course. I just said that. But I know which one I want to do. I'm just curious, which one do you want to do? Should I get my channel off the ground, so to speak? For sure. Yeah, what's happening with your channel, little Jakes? Because either YouTube is not notifying me of any video uploads, or you haven't uploaded, because I don't believe I've got a notification since the last time I saw your video at the stadium. I don't believe I've got a notification from you. So either YouTube hasn't notified me, or you haven't uploaded, or maybe I actually didn't click the notification button and just thought that I did. That's also a possibility. I could have actually not clicked it, made a mistake and thought that I clicked it when I didn't actually click it. I should probably double check to see that I did actually click the notification bell, because if I didn't, that would be why I haven't got a notification. So I'll make content. I will have wasted my money buying GoPro for sure. Well, I wouldn't say wasted it, but yeah, it'd be it'd be a bit hard to justify. You know what I mean? Now, how much are GoPros? What, 200-300 quid? I think. How much are GoPros? Around about that, right? So you just bought 2 GoPros, shot 1 video at a stadium. And that'd be the whole channel. Like, yeah, maybe you don't, maybe you need to take up photography or something if you're not going to do YouTube. Like, you need to find some use for those GoPros. Take up mountain biking or something. I don't know, man. In fact, you know what? A lot of people do that actually, mountain biking, where they put the GoPros to their helmets and that. I mean, so and I was saying before, like, have it in 2 hands and don't stare. But no, that's actually a bad idea. I'm pretty sure you realize that was a terrible advice. That you shouldn't be trying to ride a bicycle with no hands holding 2 GoPros. Like, that's probably a very, very terrible idea, and you'll probably injure yourself real badly trying to do that. But if you get like an attachment for your helmet, you could attach a GoPro to your helmet, go mountain biking, and like record like your trail runs. Like, I've seen like some channels do that sort of thing. But of course, that's, you know, if you don't really care for mountain biking, it's probably not something to do, because, you know. Man, how the hell did I figure this out the first time around? What did I do? What did I do? Like, man, I know there's a waterfall there. I need to get some kind of waterfall so I can swim up the waterfall. But how did I... Yeah, that didn't go so well. I got a made X electronic bag. I can record footage on that. I got the straps. Get the strap. This one I bought was cheapest. This one is much more expensive. Okay, so I guess like better quality. Wait a minute, because that first one you got, the picture quality, I thought was pretty tight though. So this new one must be... Zelda the Elephant is my favorite Divine Beast stage. Dude, if you got any tips for this thing, I'd appreciate it, because I am absolutely... The thing is, I've done this before. I have actually done this before. It was a long time ago, but I have done this before. I just can't remember how I did it. But yeah, if you don't mind a little tip here and there, I'd appreciate that, because bro, I am stuck. I mean, you don't want to tell me the whole game just yet, but maybe just a little tip to point me in the right direction or something. Maybe just a little point, you know what I mean? Just a little finger point. So I know I need to get to the elephant trunk rather, and get that to spit water over the top that turns this bit. But it's like, I can't remember how I got over here. I know I need to, there's a waterfall here. There's a waterfall I'm supposed to activate here. But it's like, mate, how did I do that? Like, how did... Wandering around like, yo, how did I even do this? I'm clearly missing something now that I got before, but it's like, mate. Ish, nothing. Nothing. Oh man. Is there something in here? Oh, this is the main boss room. So we fight the boss at the end. Oh man, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, can I move this already? Ooh. Move trunk. Oh, execute, okay. I think I want it about there. I'm not sure. Ah! Oh, we getting somewhere now. We getting somewhere now. Alright, let me get back up here because I need to see it from a better angle. Alright. We gonna learn today. We gonna learn today. Hey, gonna learn today. Right, so when that... Yeah, I know what I need to do. Is that pausing now? Oh yeah, it's pauses, okay. Oh, a little bit more. Oh, frick no. A little bit more, okay. Ish. Okay. Okay, I think I remember how I did this. can't remember how. Ah, damn it, okay. Needs to be higher up. Alright, calm. Let me get higher up. I need to float down into that thing, spin it around so that I'm right way round, okay. Oh! That's apparently not how to, damn it. I forgot about them spikes, so that maybe that's not how I did it the last time. Forgot about them spikes on the top, okay. Alright, no bother. No bother. We're getting somewhere now though, we figured something out. We figured something out. Just goes to show if you run around for long enough, you'll eventually figure something out. Got this one as well. Silver rupee. Bad boy. What does this save? Yeah, cool. Wait. We are just some bad boys in the pursuit of happiness. Wait, I know what to do. I know what to do. I need to freeze this. Only 2 terminals remaining. Okay, same. When that's coming around, I need to freeze the top one and then move the for an ancient core. So got him. This is where the okay. So yeah, there's the waterfall, and I can swim up the waterfall. So next time around, I can just swim up that. Yeah. Okay. In fact, I think I need to swim up that to get high. Get high. Let me come through here first. I'm dangerously low on arrows, man. Ancient shaft. Alright, so to get to the other side, y'all. It's on the underside of the trunk. How did I do that? How did I do that? Probably not like this. Probably not this way. Knight's Halberd. Okay, my inventory is full. I've got to throw something away. Okay, what do I have that's Bruck? Oh, near Bruck. Okay, if I do this and take me a picture of this, that's new to me. I don't want to use this just yet though. Actually, maybe it's best to. I'm not sure I'm getting that high enough to. Nope, that's not working. Okay, so we got a few. We did alright, you know. We did alright. We got a couple. But it's still, well, I got one ready, but there's still two more. Still two more. How did I get up there? How did I get up there? Ooh, fire. You know, I think. Oh, what am I doing? No, no. Yeah. I think I know how. up a way. Let's try it. Alright. So maybe don't go so high up, so far out. I'm gonna aim for maybe just about there, I think. It's a bit hard to see, but I think it was about here. Oof. Got it. Okay. Right, before we drop down, let's see what else is around. Okay, so we got up here. Fire. I need you to burn. Well, actually, I need you to not burn, really. Oh, come over here. Way around. So yeah, I need to take that fire out, but what am I missing now? Oh, wait. I know what it is. I know what it is. Yeah, there we go. We need to open that. Ah. Make sure it's all the way open. And then I need to adjust this. Maybe about there. There we go. There we go. Now, one more terminal to activate, which is on the end of the trunk. How did I get to the end of the trunk? It's on the underside of the trunk. Gotten everything but that thing. So if I could adjust it to be in there. One more. I can't swim up this. That's the damn shame. Oof. All right. But it's on the. How did I do this? Oh, wait a minute. I wonder. that wasn't such a good idea apparently. Where this leads to. I think I actually do need more arrows though for the final bizarre, but oof. How did I get that last one? Okay. Is this your second or first Divine Beast? So what up, Hanny on Zvag? Appreciate coming through. This is the first Divine Beast that I'm attempting. Well, technically, it's the fourth because I've played this game before. Though I didn't actually complete it, but I did do this level before. Now I'm playing it again, but it was such a long time ago. I have forgotten a lot about this stage. So, but yeah, on my current playthrough. This is the first Divine Beast that I'm attempting to get past. Van Ruta. And I have to try and remember how I got to that last, what you call it, center shrine, or what you call it, thingy. That dot, that terminal. But how you doing, Han? Am I saying that right, Han? Hane, maybe? Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Let me know how to pronounce it if I'm saying it wrong. I appreciate you coming through. Kind of got myself into a position that I can't get out of, so I'm going to have to teleport out and teleport back. I'm going to have to teleport out and teleport back. See here, how many arrows do I have? Not enough. Not enough at all. You know, let me take this moment to travel back and try and get some arrows. What Divine Beast do I like the most? I don't know. I mean, like I said, it was a long time ago since I played it, so I'm clearly I've forgotten a lot about this game since the last time I played it. I don't think I even completed all the Divine Beasts when I did it the first time around. I think I did 3 of them. I really don't remember. But yeah, I mean, this one was pretty cool. Van Ruta, and I think the Gerudo one, if I remember, I think that was pretty cool as well. Can you carry any more melee weapons? Oh wait, I could actually take a picture still though. I was playing Tekken 6 earlier on Twitch. I ain't played the game like 10 years, so I was getting my ass whooped, and well, Okay, this is an up. It means it's bigger than this 10. I should drop this. Oh yeah, that was but yeah, them games though, like Tekken, Street Fighter, all them games. Yeah, if you don't keep up with it, bro, you will just get taken apart. Like, it's not even funny. You will just get taken apart. Ice arrows. I'm gonna stick to regular arrows for now. Do I want them all? Oh, I can only buy 3 by the looks of it. That will be 60 rupees. Alright. Ice arrows, 20 rupees. But they're expensive though, aren't they? Hope you defeat Divine Beast for said. I gotta go. My time. I gotta go to bed. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate coming through, dude. Maybe see you again another time. Until then. Till whenever, if ever. Peace out, y'all. Laters, dude. See you later, alligator. Interesting. I could light my arrows and I guess fire them. But yeah, man, I was watching actually some of the Street Fighter tournaments actually. Al, speaking of fighting games, I was watching the Street Fighter tournament, and I got 5. Each bundle is 5 arrows. I can buy. I don't have enough. Yo, Sam. Sam B and the place to be. How is ye this fine evening? How the devil are you? Yeah, Sam came in just in time to see me. I need a new arrow. I mean, a new bow. I probably do actually. Research on ancient materials. I need 3 ancient screws, 3 ancient shafts, and 3 ancient cores. Screws, shafts, cores. Oof. Do I have screws, shafts, and cores? Ancient screws, yeah. That's ancient shafts, there are 3 of those. Oh, do I have ancient cores? Gears, nope. Oh, there's something else. Ancient cores. Oh, 1 more ancient core I need. 1 more ancient core. Doing alright, awesome. That's good to hear, man. Good to hear. That is good to hear, feels like. Ain't seen you in ages. Yeah, I'll be doing this fine. Get back there. But yeah, I think it's been a while since you been in a chat with us, Al. I mean, I think that's been a little while. But yeah, good to have you back, man. So we gotta take a breather. We figure out this damn game. He was having a whole nice conversation about going for a piss the other night, and you missed it. Yeah, you missed the piss. You missed the piss, but hey, it's all good. Alright. Alright. So I can't swim up this thing. I've got to somehow get to the underside of it. How do I get to the underside of it? Because I can't climb up it. Oh, wait. Let me look at these rings. You know what? I think I figured it out. Ooh. We'll see. Yeah, so recently, as in like I think I need to be a bit like maybe right here actually. Don't go all the way up though, I need to go up gradually. So I don't want it to don't want to slip. I think the last time I was a little bit more. you know what? I think I actually need to be a bit higher. No. So I need to put this down. Try and get it to that next one. Or maybe that second. Yeah. I think I need to get to that one. Or maybe just all the way up there, really. Yeah. I gotta admit, exhausting, I fell asleep. I woke up the next morning at 6 o'clock, my phone in my hand. It said stream ended, exhausted on my lights. Sam just conked up with a phone around. Oof. Hey, it happens, man. When that tiredness kicks in, it happens. It happens. Oh. But you know what, though? I recently downloaded an app on my phone. And yo, what up, Frozen G? What it does is that it got it. Okay. So now I could go up a bit more. Let's go to there. It limits the your phone usage. So for example, you could set it to go all the way actually. You can set it to like so you can set it to limit like your social media usage and you know that kind of thing. And I've been using it for a few days and it has proven useful. Like I like social media, like I like Insta and you know Twitter and all that, but it definitely does get a bit much at times. So yeah, having this app that just cuts you off at certain times, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's what I needed that because I'm so distracted. I get so distracted by scrolling on Insta and stuff like that. So it's like, you know what? This is actually useful for me because it just cuts it off, and I'm like, all right, cool. CIA have retrieved 9 UFOs. They have been collecting them for 20 years. Oof. CIA will neither confirm nor deny their own existence. Unidentified flying objects. Alright, so that didn't work. Damn it, man. I get it then. How did I get it? Oof, don't want to do that. I think I know how I did it. I need to raise it up now though. A little bit more. Okay, one more then. You have activated all terminals. Now you can start the main control units. There should be a new glowing mark on your map. Head there. Be careful or let your guard down. Sorry for the issues. I think I'm sorted now. Well. Wow. Hopefully it'll last a lot. Yeah, and I was just saying that downloading an app on my phone that, what did I just do here? That regulates your phone usage, and so I use it to cut off my social media usage because I've been doing that too much. Been on that too much. So it gets to like a certain time, gets like 10 PM really, and it cuts it off. Throws that to turn off and on again. That fixes everything, doesn't it? To the off again, on again, off again. This fixes everything. Alright, so this is where the boss be at. But yeah, I was just saying that I like social media. I like Twitter, Insta, all that stuff. A lot of cool things on it. But mate, I'm just too distracted by that thing. I just be like, you know, I need to do something about this. This is not healthy. This is not healthy. Guess who's back? Back again. It's always necessary. Cringe every time I hear. Okay, fair enough. I'll try and get something else for you then. Just for you. On social media, I don't post nearly as much as I used to. Yeah. For me, I find like it's not so much the posting for me. It's more the endless scrolling that it's the endless scrolling where it's like you just kind of like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I'm like, bruh. Okay, that was not. Well, we're at the boss. And the thing is, what's really bad is that I will pick up like Instagram, like I'll turn on Instagram, scroll for longer than I need to, finally turn it off, and then maybe within like 5-10 seconds, I'm opening it up again and scrolling again. And it's like, it's become such a bad habit that I've developed where I'm just like scrolling. And it's like, there's a lot of cool stuff there. Like, you know, there's a lot of like funny videos and interesting things. And for better or worse, social media is one of the ways in which we stay informed in the world. You know, it's probably not the ideal way to stay informed, but it is probably the main way in which a lot of us stay informed these days. And you make of that as you will. But it's like, so there's a lot of good reasons to be on social media. But it's just, I need to develop more healthier habits around it. That's what it is for me. I just need to develop more healthier habits, and just scrolling endlessly it's not a healthy habit. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me do something to help with that, and it just cuts it off. It just cuts it off. So I'm like, okay, cool. I need that. Of course, you can turn off the blocker app anytime you want to, but nah, I put it there for a reason. I'm gonna stick to that. Well, being on social media and all today, yeah, it's probably for the best. Get tired of it all these days. It's constant negativity, you know, for sure, for sure. For social media, it's the mainstream media. I think if you're talking about like news, yeah, I'd agree with that in general. I mean, that being said, I feel like the only thing with social media news is that, I mean, as much as you have to be careful with mainstream media news, right? Just anyway, you kind of be careful with the news anyway. I feel like that's probably even more so for social media news, for the mere fact that literally anybody can be a news reporter on social media. You know what I mean? Anybody could open up an Instagram account or a Twitter account, post stuff that looks like it's professional, and just say whatever. Like literally anybody. Like there's no regulations on who can post what. So although yeah, there are definitely some really good independent sites out there, news sources out there that do the best they can to report the news as accurately as they can, there's a lot of people that don't. You know, there's probably way more people that don't, and it's not always easy to tell which one's which right away, because everything can, it's not hard to look professional on social media. I mean, it's really not that hard to look like you're a professional. So yeah, I would say yes, I could think of a few outlets that, I mean, I don't really trust anything when it comes down to it, but I think I can think of a few outlets that I would rate higher than mainstream media outlets. But at the same time, yeah, you really got to be extra careful that you're just like checking a few more steps just because like you don't know who they are. Like they could be anybody, just some guy in his bedroom that saw something last week and was like, yeah, I'd have a go. Yeah. Shopping for Christmas bits. Yeah, try to cancel Matt Rife now. Oh, the comedian Matt Rife. Wait, Matt Rife? Yeah, is that the comedian, right? That's the comedian, is it? I've seen some of his stuff. He's a funny dude. If that's what I'm thinking of, if that's the comedian that I'm thinking of, then yeah, he's a funny dude. You know, like he's like he does a lot of improv, and right, I don't know if it's all staged improv or not, because the way he's just like really on the ball with his improv, I wouldn't be surprised if it was staged. And at the end of the day, I don't really care that much. It's funny. Whatever he's doing, whether it's staged or not, he is a funny dude. And yeah, if that's the one I'm thinking of, then yeah. And he has an epic special. Upset people. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen a special yet, but knowing that he's upset people makes me want to see it even more, actually. That's my toxic trait. I think that's the problem with, like, I mean, I guess I'm kind of in two minds about canceling people, because on one hand, you don't have to like everything, right? And you don't have to think somebody's funny or support it or whatever, and you have the right to voice your opinion as to whether you like something or not. But yeah, I do feel like the kind of mob mentality of trying to end somebody, to me it feels off. It feels like just off. Like, it's, you know, you have the right to say you don't like something. You can go on whatever Twitter and say, I didn't like this, I don't want to support it, and that's your right. Of course it's your right to say that. But when it ventures into trying to, you know, end somebody's career, or trying to get them to lose sponsorship deals or whatever kind of deal, and, you know, setting up like these websites where, you know, where people can like just dump on somebody and organize these like raids, these online raids, and it's like, nah, you actually need to get a life at this point. Like, those are the people that really need that social media limiter app that I've been using. Those are the people that really need it. They probably need it way more than I do. You know, if you're at a point where you're organizing online raids with somebody because you didn't like a joke, then yeah, you probably need that social media limiter app. You've been on it way too long. Domestic violence jokes. I really want to say it now. That's my toxic trait. Yeah. Yeah, I know the comedian. I've seen some of his clips around, some of his stage improv clips, and he is a good-looking dude. Little Jakes. He is a good-looking dude. Well, I mean, you are though, so you're right there. You're right with that one. I'm just saying. I keyed. Yeah. I mean, I guess the thing to do for me is to reserve judgment until I've actually heard the joke, but I'll just say my general opinion. and yeah, I think my general opinions kind of fall under that. If you come across a joke that for whatever reason you think is inappropriate or offensive or whatever, you know, again, that's your right to feel that way. Like you don't have to like it just because it's a joke. Like I don't think that's the case. And depending on what, and some jokes, let's be honest, some jokes can come a little bit close to home depending on people's life experiences and things like that. So I get it. If you might come across something that just isn't for you, but at that point it's just like walk away. You know what I mean? Walk away. Like you don't need to be in that space if people are gonna make jokes that you find, you know, hard to stomach. Just walk away. Just take yourself out of that situation. You don't need to be there. You don't need to be there. It's fine to feel how you feel. You're allowed to feel how you feel about whatever, but ultimately you don't need to be there. You know, people are doing jokes or whatever kind of content that just isn't for you. You don't need to be there. That's the stage, isn't it? All right, well that's okay. I got to stage now when you have to delay your laughter just to be sure it's successful. That's funny when people do that, isn't it? I don't know if you've ever been in a room where, in a set where somebody's made a joke of that. Little Jacob, I'm gonna talk to you very directly right now. Have you ever been in like a comedy set, a stand-up comedy set, where the comedian made a joke involving black people, and then you laughed because you was funny? Oh, flip now. But as you were laughing, you noticed all the white people looking at you. You notice all the white people just kind of looking at you to like make sure that you were laughing first. Just like, yeah, that's happened. That's happened. Well, maybe not all the white people, but certainly like there was a few where it was like people just kind of glancing over, just like. But it's trying to, you know, they try to do it on a sly. They try to do it on a sly, like so you don't notice, but it's like, you know, just kind of this, like you might be sitting over there and it's just like this. Yeah, I can't remember what the joke was. I really can't remember what the joke was, but I do remember that happening in some way where I think it was like one guy looked over, one or two people looked over. To be honest, I don't remember the specifics. It was a while ago. But yeah, I do remember it happening where somebody just kind of looked over. You kind of noticed them out the kind of. Cause, you know, I'm not necessarily looking around for people, right? So I'm trying to enjoy the show, but you just kind of noticed it a little bit out of the corner of your eye that somebody's kind of looking over, like. But yeah, just laugh. If you hear a joke and you think it's funny, just laugh. And if it turns out that it was a really inappropriate racist joke, then now we know what you are, Rabbit. Now we know what you are. On YouTube with my mate, I laughed at one of his after jokes. He looked at me to see if it was I would say though that in all honesty though, if you ever hear me or see me laughing at a like racially a racial joke, I'm probably not a good way of gauging whether that joke was inappropriate, because I laugh at inappropriate things. I laugh at things that I know are inappropriate. You know what I mean? That's one of my toxic traits. I will hear a joke, know it's super inappropriate, super offensive, and I still might just laugh anyway. You know, and that's not to say the joke was good or I mean that's not to say it's okay to tell those types of jokes, because again, you know, it was a rude joke, it's offensive. I'm just that guy. I'd probably laugh anyway. You know, if it was funny, I'd probably laugh anyway. And then afterwards, I'd be like, yeah, you know, that was actually inappropriate though. that was too far. You actually went too far with that one. Oh, by the way, yeah, everyone else can join back in now. Everyone else can join back in now. It's safe to come back in the room. Yeah, and that's the thing. There's always going to be that place where everybody has a point where it's just like, that's just too much. That's just too much. I think I've heard some jokes that I felt crossed the line as well. You know, even for myself, I felt like they weren't funny, and they just weren't. I feel like for me, what really crosses the line is jokes that are just cheap, not really well thought out, too based in an ignorance, and just overall just not that funny. You know what I mean? I feel like that's, for me, that's where it crosses the line, because like, the thing about a joke is that most jokes anyway, to find them funny, there has to be some level of a truth in there, right? Some level of a truth, and then an exaggeration of that truth. And depending on how you're telling the joke, the bit of the joke that is supposed to be true, right? If that isn't true, it's not funny for me, like, because it feels too ignorant. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I give an example, like I should probably have thought one before I even said that. But if I was all right, yeah, in basic example. So here's a joke. You know, what did the traffic lights say to the cars? Don't look, I'm changing. Right now, that the very basic joke, and you could understand that because a traffic light changes color, right? And to say don't look, I'm changing, as if, you know, comparing it to you know, say somebody getting dressed, you know, that kind of thing. So it's a very kind of basic joke that you could align with things that are true in the real world, right? And that's where the humor is derived from. You take a truth and you exaggerate it, or you twist it in some way. But if the bit of the joke that is supposed to be true isn't true, and you just making stuff up, then that to me is too ignorant. You know what I mean? Like, if you was to say something like I don't know, why do elephants eat their babies? And it's like, wait a minute, but elephants don't eat their babies. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you're taking something, you made something up, and then you're trying to make a joke around something you've made up. You know, that to me is like, that's lazy joke telling, if that makes sense. And so when it comes to like jokes that are you know, have like a racial element to them, or maybe a sexist element to them, you know, if there's like something in there that has a kind of a truth to it, or something that you could actually kind of hold on to, and you can see where they've taken something and then build a joke around that thing, then that more often than not is going to be funny. But if they're just taking things that never happened, completely ignorant, you know, based on, I don't know, something they heard some racist person say, that, you know what I mean, just some stupid thing, and they're trying to make a joke around that kind of that bit, that's me, it's lazy, it's not funny. And that's where I feel like you just cross the line, because you're trying to be edgy, you know, you're trying to be like, you know, whatever, and you haven't done the research to figure out what you're actually basing your joke on. So yeah, that was kind of a long, convoluted answer that hopefully made some kind of sense as to where I land with jokes and how I think about them. So, you know, if it's not that deep, you can normally tell it's a joke, or if they're being nasty, you know, for sure. And that's the thing as well. There are some people who try to hide behind humor, you know. There are people who try to hide behind humor. They would say something really mean, really just out there, and then, oh, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. No, you were making a statement, dude. Like, don't try and disguise it now. You're trying to say something. My favorite English comedian, and you can't get any more controversial than him. Really? What about Jimmy Carr? Oh, damn it, man, you got me. Exactly. You tell racist jokes about black people to my friends. I know to some people are able to set up, but I don't give a fuck. You know what? I mean, I've done that, but yeah, what I've learned, I would say, is that if you're gonna do that, you definitely want to be real careful about which white friends you tell those jokes to. You definitely want to be careful about which ones you tell that joke to, because, like, I feel like, I mean, if they're your friends, then they should get it, like, and they know that you're playing around, and they know that it's a joke and it's all good, and then, you know, they're not taking it any more than that. But then you get some people who kind of see that as some kind of indication of, oh, I get to say all my racist opinions about black people now because he's on our side. It's like, no, that's not what's happening here, dude. Like, come on, let's. So yeah, maybe it's vet them first. Very selective. Yeah, you gotta be. This jokes have actually made less sense. Oh, flipping hell, man, that did not. Actually made me less sensitive about racist comments and maliciously. It's super offensive, super funny. Yeah, you know what I like about Jimmy Carr actually is that I wouldn't even call him offensive. Actually, I actually would not call him offensive. I know that's the kind of style he does, and he's kind of known as the offensive comedian, and I know he uses that term himself as, you know, to describe his humor. But personally, I'm saying I wouldn't say his jokes are offensive. I feel like he's somebody who's probably more well researched than he lets on, which a lot of comedians generally are, to be fair. Actually, a lot of the really good comedians are very well researched and they kind of let on, but I think he's somebody who gives a lot of thought into his jokes, and to how he structures them, how he styles them out, you know, how he says them, because if you listen to his jokes, like, he's never actually insulting anybody. Like, there's no kind of like attack on anybody's like character or, you know, anything like that. You know, but he can play with the issue. Ooh, I got him. Oof. Gotta keep it in my sights, man. Oh. Alright, there we go. Come on. Okay, we got some next bit now. We next level. Oh snap! What happened? Remember, so very clearly it wasn't that good. Go ahead. I'll go full Karen. Yeah, just half Karen. Yeah, it's all fun and games until it's not. Also, another thing about jokes as well, I feel like a big part of what can make a joke offensive versus what makes it non-offensive is also who it's coming from, you know, and how well or what you think of the person who it's coming from. Like if you have a relative, maybe not low opinion, I'm not necessarily a low opinion, but if you don't necessarily trust, I guess, that somebody has good intentions with their art, with their content, I think you're more likely to take offense to their jokes than if you trust that they do have good intentions, you know. Like, I don't know, Matt Rife, yeah, that guy. Like I've seen a few of his clips. I've seen a few of his shows, a few of his clips going around, and I ain't gonna act like I know the guy because I don't. But he seems to come across as a decent dude, like a decent, well-intended dude. So if he's telling jokes that are on a, say, a bit more sensitive kind of topic, then I feel like I can trust that he's coming at it with good intentions. That's how I feel, right? But somebody else might be looking at him like, nah, I don't trust this guy. Like he looks a bit weird. He looks a bit off. And he's too good looking to be a nice guy. You know, they could be thinking that. And so when he tells you jokes around these sensitive subjects, it's like because you've already got this preconceived kind of idea in your head about what type of person he could be. Like the moment anything in that area comes up, you're like, nah, I don't like this. I don't like this. You know, and I think that's something that could happen to any comedian, but certainly if you're a comedian that, I mean, Matt Rife is, I guess he's popular, but he's not like super famous at this stage, right? You know, he's got a Netflix special, sure, but then who doesn't? You know what I mean? Yeah, every brother and his mother got a Netflix special these days. It's like, man, I'm waiting for my next Netflix special. Should have got one years ago, but you know, he's popular, but he's not like, you know, Chris Rock famous or, you know, Kevin Hart famous where like everybody knows him. So like if you're coming to a show where maybe you haven't heard of him or don't know much about him, and you're looking at this guy like, and he starts telling jokes around domestic violence, and you kind of look at him like, nah, he looks like the type of guy that beats his, you know what I mean? If that's what you're thinking, if that's the kind of image you have in your mind, and that's not something you can help as a comedian, by the way, you can't really help what people think of you. It's just is what it is. But I feel like that's one of the things, in my view, in my kind of basic amateur comedian view, that's one of the things, perhaps one of the biggest things that can determine whether somebody finds your jokes offensive or not, offensive or not, just based on what their kind of preconceived notions of you are, you know, because they're seeing you for the first time. They know nothing about you other than how you look, how you dress, you know, and the things that you're saying. So depending on what image that portrays in their heads, you know, it's like, it could be, you could say one word and they're on board. You say another word and they're hating it, you know. But you can't help that. It's like there's not much you can do about that until you get to the point where everybody knows you and you can start doing jokes that people could kind of trust that you have good intentions more, and maybe allow you a bit more of that grace. But until then, it's like, no, you you're gonna get that. You're gonna piss somebody off, and it's just part of the journey. Racist jokes, finding out because they bother me, because it's too easy. Like you trying, yeah, and I get that. And a lot of racist jokes are very lazy, to be honest with you. At least a lot of ones I've heard. Back in the day, though, man, we had some good racist jokes. No, we didn't. We were just rude back in the day. That's all it was. It's funny. I mean, he said, I find sex jokes funny. It's context mostly. Context. So why? Here's my joke. Why do women? Nah, I'll be playing. I don't have no jokes. Actually, I do, but do I have any sexist jokes though? Do I have any sexist jokes? Probably need more arrows and a few more bows, actually. Alright, let me think. Do I have any sexist jokes? Oh, you know what? I know a racist sexist joke, actually. And this is one of those jokes where I was talking about being based in ignorance. Like, it's being based on complete ignorance. So, like, if you laugh at this joke, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume you're a sexist racist. I'm gonna go ahead and assume you're. If you actually laugh at this joke, I'm gonna tell you now it's not funny. So if you laugh at this joke, then I know you're a sexist racist. So the joke goes. And we can discuss this type of subject without causing offense to anyone. Well. We're about to find out. Alright, so the joke goes. Why do black women wear high heels? To keep their lips off the floor. It's not funny. I heard that joke years ago. And I ain't gonna lie, I laughed when I heard it. But that's my toxic trait. I told you I laugh at stupid things that are so inappropriate. But yeah, that's one of those jokes I was saying about it's based on ignorance. It's based on ignorance. But yeah, I did laugh when I heard that joke for the first time. Because I'm apparently a sexist racist, so there you go. There you go. That wasn't the greatest. You know what though? I feel like if that joke maybe had a few tweaks, it could probably become funny. You know, like you say, the punchline is probably where it falls flat. But I think if that joke had a few tweaks, maybe like a different build up. I don't know, maybe it could be saved. Maybe that joke could be saved. Needs some work. All right, so no, I'm not gonna do anything yet. I'm gonna just try and fight this guy a few more times. Let's just see if I could kind of get to know his pattern, because I'm not sure I'm gonna beat this guy today. What's the time? It's 10:10. I'm not even sure I understood it. No, yeah, it's probably for the best. Probably for the best. But yeah. Ah, flip now, wasted. Alright, got him. Okay, so I can get to the second stage of water blight cannon. I can get to this bit relatively easy. I don't say that, but you know, I can do it. But it's now this bit, just trying to figure out its pattern from here. Okay. Oh. Oh, got me. Jacob trying to hide the evidence. Jacob trying to hide the evidence. I don't see what you said, Jake. I know you said. I know it was something about shock absorbers. I saw something about that. I don't see the whole thing. But yeah, Jacob hiding the evidence, which means whatever he wrote must have been bad. Must have wrote something bad. I didn't see the whole thing. I saw something about shock absorbers. I was like, give me a sec. But then you deleted it. All right. Must have wrote something bad. I won't be late to set out. Maybe it's already too late for that. But yeah, give us your white people jokes. Yeah, you have to say the white people joke now, Jacob. To re-earn your black card. Do I know any white people jokes? I don't know, you know, do I? I'm sure I've heard some, but I'm not sure I could think of any right now. I must have heard some. Oh, here's one actually. Well, it's not really a white people joke, more of an ignorant foreigner joke, I guess. So I got a goat joke like that, and this one I think, well, I'll say it and then you decide if you think it's funny or not. All right, so this one is like, there's an American businessman, right? This American businessman goes over to Japan on business, and when he gets there, he's quite early, so he thinks to himself, you know what? I'm gonna go find me a Japanese prostitute, right? So he hires a Japanese prostitute for the evening, and he's banging her all night long, right? And all night long, she's just screaming, Hashimoto, 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 right? He doesn't know what it means, but he's just like, all right, you know, just keep going anyway. Hashimoto, 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 as she's saying all night long. Hashimoto, Hashimoto, Hashimoto. Anyway, next day, you know, he goes to his business meeting, and you know, they talk about their business stuff, and then afterwards they're like, you know, let's play some golf, you know, to kind of like round up the day. So all right, cool, let's go play some golf. So they're playing golf, and very cool. So they're playing golf, and one of the Japanese business associates is his swing, and takes a swing, and he gets a hole-in-one, right? And they're all kind of celebrating at this point, right? Of course, right? And then the American businessman, he doesn't really know much Japanese, so he just uses the only Japanese he knows. Just says, Hashimoto, Hashimoto, Hashimoto. And all the Japanese business associates, they kind of look a bit confused. So eventually one of them says to him, what do you mean, wrong hole? So yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not my joke, but still, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is what Jacob comes up with. Jacob looking online. Haze exposed me. Oof, flipping out. If I would get offended at my joke, bless him. Can't find Jack so far. Oh, mate. Come on, Jakes. Come on, Jakes. Can't find Jack so far. Try looking for Jill. That might work. You know, I don't do too many racist jokes when I was doing comedy actually. Or actually, Yeah, I don't really do too many racist jokes. I mean, I used the word nigger a lot when I was doing comedy, but it weren't really like racial jokes. It was just me using that word a lot. I watch back my videos and I'm like, man, I said that word way too much. I said that word way too much. Oh, that's new. Ah, wasted. I would say though, and I know this for a fact because it's the one that got me heckled. But definitely my most offensive joke involved transgender people. Oh wait, that's my bow. So that's Sam trying to get me cancelled. Alright, give me a sec. Let me get my concentration up. And yeah, I'll try and remember the damn joke as well. Alright, here we go. I'll find any decent white jokes. Well, welcome. Yeah, you could probably find like black jokes easy enough. But you search white jokes and it's difficult. It's like, man, something's wrong with that picture. I can find racist black jokes are plenty yet. Man, something wrong with that picture. Oof, damn it. Iced. Alright, so the joke was, let me try and remember this now. So yeah, the joke was that you know, it's gonna be hard being, you know, a transgender person. Right? It's gonna be hard to be a transgender person because, like, you know, imagine, because, you know, all of us, you know, I think all of us understand what it's like to feel like you don't belong, you know. But for a transgender person, that feeling is probably like way more intense. That's feeling like, you know, you don't fit in, like nobody understands you and that kind of thing. So it's gonna be hard to be a transgender person. And then, oh, I think that was my build up actually. And then I can't remember my bridge, but I'm going to say something like, you know, that an operation, you know, is like really expensive, and it is, by the way. I actually looked this up. The operation is really expensive. Like, you know, to get a bloody hell, man. Yeah, to get an operation, they start at, you know, £10,000. Like, that's the minimum, £10,000. That's a lot of money. And you know what you get for £10,000? Genital reconfiguration. That's it. That's all you get. Genital reconfiguration. Nothing else. Just genital reconfiguration. That means you pay £10,000 and you can finger yourself, but you can't play with your tits. Like that. That's what that means. That's what that means. It's a tough life, man. It's a tough life. Imagine that, paying £10,000. You can't even squeeze your nip. Yeah, it's, yeah. That's more like it. Then the upper end, at the upper end, it's like £50,000 for the operation. £50,000 for the operation at the upper end. That's where they do everything, like your genitals, chest, everything. They do everything, £50,000. But even then, you pay that much money, and it can still go wrong. The operation can still go wrong. There's no guarantees; it can still go wrong. Imagine paying £50,000. Imagine like feeling like you don't fit in your whole life, and you finally get enough money to pay for an operation, £50,000, and it doesn't go well. You spend £50,000 to look like, to look like more how you look like on the to look like more on the outside how you feel on the inside, and you end up looking like Crichton from Red Dwarf. It's a hard life, man. It's a hard life. That might not be exactly how I told it, by the way. That wasn't exactly how I told it. But yeah, it was pretty much that. Pretty much that. But yeah, that's the joke. Well, that's technically not the joke that got me heckled, because I didn't actually say the joke. I got heckled before I even completed it. I got heckled before I even completed the joke, so it was the beginning part of that, like the first maybe 3 words of that was the bit that got me heckled, and then I kind of lost my place and ended up not saying the joke properly because I kind of lost my train of thought. But I did it again on a different set. Like I came out next week and tried it again with a different approach. But that's what I was talking about, how when people see you and they don't know anything about you, that's the lesson that I learned from that heckling, is that if you don't know me, you don't know that I'm not out here trying to offend people. Like I'm not out here trying to cuss anybody or to insult anybody. You don't know that, because if you just see me and all of a sudden I'm talking about transgender people, you don't know who I am, you don't know what I'm about, you don't know anything about me. You just see what I look like. You're making a internal judgment about what I am. I'm saying transgender, and it's immediately you're on the defensive. Immediately on the defensive before I've even said really anything. So that's the lesson that I learned from there, about sometimes people would see you, and we all do this, by the way. We all make some kind of, we also have some kind of preconceived kind of idea of people based on what they look like and based on how they approach us, based on all kinds of things that we just do kind of naturally, so it's not, it's just the kind of thing that happens. But when it happens, I believe anyway, part of trying to be a decent human being is trying to not act on your preconceived notions of people until they've proven otherwise, right? But it's difficult, especially in a club where the lady's been drinking and that kind of thing, and it all kind of mixes up. And so I get it. I get why it happened. I understand why that happened. It's not something you can do much about other than try to mitigate certain things. So the next time I went and did the set, I had a different opening, and that helped to kind of ease the audience a little bit so I can do the set. So yeah. Stereotypes like you can't cook, you eat mayo, you find family members, you don't find a single joke. You prepare comebacks just in case you get heckled. I didn't. No, I probably should have, but I didn't. That was the first time. Well, first and only time, because I haven't really done many stand-up gigs. But that was the first and only time I ever got heckled, and yeah, I was not prepared for it. I tried to ignore it, but it just yeah, it rattled me because I was so unprepared for it, and I was trying to carry on with my set, but yeah, it just threw me off so much, and I couldn't remember what I was supposed to say. I couldn't remember my jokes. I couldn't remember yeah, it just threw me off. So yeah, that actually messed up that set. A better comedian would have been more prepared for it, but yeah, I wasn't that day. So it is what it is. You know, speaking of that, actually, there was that one that what's his name again? Oh man, Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks did a joke where he's like, he goes, I was performing in I can't remember the state, like Alabama or something, like I can't remember the name of the state he said, but he's like, I was performing in Alabama, and after the show, this redneck comes up to me and he says, hey man, you're really funny, I really liked what you said, I want you to meet my wife and my sister. And there was one woman standing there. Man, that was a classic. Experience, yeah, no, for sure. And if I did it more, then you know, you try and prepare more, but in the end I never did it that much, so just is what it is. I mean, I'm grateful for the experience, and when it comes down to it, because I do feel like I learned a lot from that experience, you know. So yeah. Hey, there's a white joke in him. No, but for real though, I really didn't do like race-ish humor when I was doing comedy. It didn't feel like something that appealed to me. Like, I mean, I've heard plenty of racist jokes over the years, but personally, I didn't do like racial humor. I know I did a set about, I guess the closest I would have got to doing racial humor, or maybe this counts as racial humor, you can tell me. But I did do a set once where I was talking about when it's appropriate for a white person to use the word nigger. Like, I did a set on that. And it was what was it again? It was yeah, that's the, I think I said something like so the biggest question around this word is, you know, is it ever appropriate for a white person to say that word? You know, is it ever appropriate for a white person to use the word nigger? You know, is it ever appropriate? Now you're gonna ask a million different people, you're gonna get a million different answers. But here's what I say. It is totally fine for a white person to use the word nigger. Just not around black people. Yeah, no, it was a kind of a lame joke, but hey, I liked it. I liked it. I think I did something about this combination of some person taking it. I won't say his name. Well, I don't think we'd be having these conversations if that was the case. But yeah, I think I said something like about if you have a black friend that gave you a nigger pass, then you can use the word around that one person. Like, the nigger pass is a one use only pass. You know, you if you got a friend that let you use it around them, you can use it around them. You don't get to use it around other black people, and you certainly don't get to use it in front of him when he's around other black people. No. That might have been exactly how I said it, to be honest with you, but it was something like that. It was something like that. The nightmare. Well. Yeah, Jakes. Have you ever given one of your white friends an N-word pass? Sam, that's a good question. Yeah, you gonna answer it? How do you think you'd react? I'm asking. There's this comedy sketch online by, I think it's Waller Comedy, where the joke is that this guy is selling nigger passes and he sold like the pass to like this white guy, and then the white guy goes to these other black guys and he just starts saying it, and he goes, but I got a pass, I bought a pass. And they're like, yeah, it doesn't quite work that way. He's like, yeah, and I can't remember how it goes, but it was funny, dude. Because they said I would be a little surprised, but I think I wouldn't take it any further than that. Yeah, I mean, it definitely depends on how it's said, why it's said, context, everything else. You know, like I try not to take the viewpoint that anytime a white person says it, it's automatically racism. You know, because there's a million reasons why it could have been said, and so yeah, I try not to take that kind of attitude. But yeah, like I would say more often than not, it's best to avoid it. More often than not, it's best to avoid it. Like if you're not sure, just don't. Just don't. Yeah. Oof. What someone was hinting. I want that to be real. Yeah. Ah, wasted. Oof. Say it. There's I think I'm pretty sure I've told this story before, though I can't remember if I told it to you guys or not. So let me, if you've heard it before, you can just tell me to shut up. But this one time in my cab, right? These two white guys get in, and I guess they just come from a party or a club or something like that. And we start talking, and we kind of got onto the subject of like hip hop, and they were hip hop fans, and they asked if they can play some music. I was like, yeah, sure, and they play some rap songs. Now they start rapping along, right? Bear in mind that both these guys were a little bit tipsy, maybe not full on drunk, but definitely a little bit inebriated, right? They start rapping along to this song, all the words. And it starts coming up to the bit where the rapper's gonna say, you know, the word. And I'm thinking, like, they're in my cab. This can get real awkward real quick. You know, this can get real awkward real quick. So just as the rapper says the word, both of them, and then they carried on rapping the rest of it. And I was like, huh. Huh, alright, bit unexpected, but alright. So yeah, these two guys both been drinking, both inebriated, both rapping along to this song, both clearly knew all the words, but knew exactly when to stop. Knew exactly when to like say nothing and then move on. Like, all right, saved an awkward situation. I'm glad for that. Oof, man. I need to get further away from that. Not the only, but probably the one that's most popular, I guess. But yeah, not the only. Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. The thing is that anytime I hear somebody say that, like, why can't we say it? Like, it just reeks of willful ignorance. You know what I mean? Like, you know what the issue is. Like, you know what the issue is. It just reeks of willful ignorance. When it's like, oh, well, it's just, you know. Nah, you know why. You know what the issue is. You know why it's considered offensive. You know why it's considered offensive if from coming from a white person. You know all that, like, and if you don't, then it's like, bro, where you been? Like, if you don't know that by now, then why are you even here trying to have a conversation? It's like, nah, it's willful ignorance, and that's the thing. That's the thing that kind of bugs me about it, because like, it's pretending to not know there's a problem when you know there's a problem, and then trying to argue in favor of like being able to say something. It's like, nah, bruh, you know exactly what the issue is. Quit lying. Ah, fuck it out. Eesh, wasted. Bro, I've not knocked him down yet, though. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna need more arrows, though. I'm gonna have to read it in a bit. One sec. After this guy kills me, probably, then try and catch up with the chat. Oof. All right. We need to figure out a better way to deal with those arrows, things. But yeah. All right, here we go. For group uses. Oh wait, okay, back a little bit. They actually wrapped though. Oh, they were pretty decent. I mean, you know, they were kind of drunk white guys, but you know, they knew the words at least. So there was that. Alright, no worries. You know, I'm not sure that it is dehumanizing actually. When Black Book used it like that, I mean, there's a whole kind of history of how that even happens. You know what I mean? And how words are used and what they mean and how they kind of develop and evolve over years is to be considered also. So you know, for example, if like, you know, you like right now, for example, there's women who refer to each other as bitch, as in, you know, hey bitch, you know, kind of like that, yo, you that bitch, you know, I'm a bad bitch, you know, things like that. And that's a word that historically had negative connotations, but is being used as a way of uplifting people in that context. So yeah, I don't think just because the word has a history of that means that they're dehumanizing each other. I think you have to consider how a word evolves over time and how it even enters the lexicon in the first place, you know. So yeah, no, I don't think it's dehumanizing. The history shouldn't be forgotten, of course that's important, but at the same time, you know, there's a lot of words out there that have a negative history that are currently being used in a more kind of positive light, or at least a positive light in certain circumstances. So yeah, there's just a lot that goes in there. Like if you look at how the word is used, it's not used with a dehumanizing tone. You know, it's not used with a way of like putting down. I mean, you can use it as a way of putting down something like "you dumb nigga." You can't say that, but just in general, when you look at how the word is used amongst people, it's not really used in a way of just. It's not used as an insult in and of itself. You know, so I think it's just down to how words evolve, change, especially when how words are used in cultures and subcultures. So yeah, and also yeah, it's like I think there's a lot of well, not a lot, but saying there's a few I think there's a few examples of words that have been, say, reclaimed, so to speak, where they've kind of taken it and it's had like this negative history or negative connotation in the past, but then it's been taken and used in a more positive ways. And you know, there's people, I'm not sure if it still happens, but I know there was at least at one time there were members of the gay community that were using F words in a similar way, you know. So yeah, there's examples of that, you know, of taking a word that's had a negative history and then using it to as a way of empowering people, you know, and that's fine. I don't think that's a bad thing, you know. If anything, it's a good thing because it takes out the it removes a lot of the pain from that word. You know, if you can use it in a way that doesn't have that, and use it in a way that was like, actually, you know, this is something that you can claim and hold, you know, and understand that it can't hurt you. You know what I mean? It can't hurt you when you in that way. So yeah, I thought it's not dehumanizing at all. I don't think it's dehumanizing at all. It's just a complex human nature that we don't always do the logical thing, and sometimes we take words like that and use them in various ways, and it's just yeah. Yeah, to be fair, those straight people should be dehumanized. Can't lie, man. We're the scourge of the earth. We deserve it. Yeah, maybe straight people need to reclaim the word straight. You're straight phobic. You can't use that word. We should start saying that. We should start saying that. We're heterophobic. Subject. Because you still ain't told us a white joke yet, and that's how we got to the subject. Just waiting for you to tell us a white joke, Jacob. Discussing this. Oh, naming off the stuff. They say because they can, and they know they'll get attention. Oh yeah. That's like the internet, isn't it? That's like 99.9% of the internet. You just saying stuff to get attention. It's like, yeah, yes, I see that. I see that. I see that way too much. You can't even like. You say, I mean, well, man, you have to start ignoring it after a while. Like, you know what? I know you're saying that because it gets people kind of riled up, and people are gonna click on it, and then people are gonna comment, and it's gonna tell you some stupid thing. You're like, yeah, nah, that is like 99.9% of the internet just saying stuff just to say it. And Simon's already gonna time out by now. Yeah, don't worry, he's still coming. One more word from you, Jacob. Matter of fact, if you don't tell us that white joke, I'm going to put you in timeout. That's how it works here. If you don't say offensive things, you get put in timeout. Oh, that was close. Oh, things broke. Oof, damn, it got me. Movie collection sucks. My movie collection. Well, you know, it kind of does right now. So I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, it's a lot lower than it was before. You probably can't tell because it's all blurry in the back anyway. But yeah, it's maybe about half the size it was about 2 months ago, maybe about a month and a half ago. But yeah, my movie collection does suck now. It's just that it's down to just a few DVDs. So I can't get mad at that. You're right. Man, what he wants exactly. You suck at games. I mean, that's just true though. So that's just true. I can't be mad at the truth. I mean, I can be, but you know, no point. It's nah, you gotta do better than that. Actually, don't do better than that. If I actually say something actually offensive, I'm like, oh, I brought it up myself. No, yeah. No, we good. We can stop there. Put tonight here. Oh, flipping out that throat. I think he has one really. He's just scared to say it. There's gotta be one in there somewhere. What? Oh, here we go. Okay, a white geezer walks into a pub with a parrot on his shoulder. The barman asks him, "Where did you get that from?" The parrot said, "He's from Kent." There's fucking loads of them. All right. Little Jakes came through.
Emotional damage.
Oh, it's not shown on your side. Okay. Yeah, he did. Excuse me. Sorry. A little tickly throat. All right. All right. If it's not shown, I'll read you the joke. So this is what Little Jacob said. A white geezer walks into a pub with a parrot on his shoulder. The barman asks him, "Where'd you get that from?" The parrot said, "From Kent. There's fucking loads of them down there." What's got 8 legs and a white cunt? The Boston Celtics basketball team. Flipping hell, man. Flipping hell. Man, Jacob went from 0 to 100. Like, I don't know. I don't want to. I can't think of any. I don't want to offend. Vroom. Just wait for one and then 3 come at once. Well, there's only 2 so far, so that means you've got a third one coming. You got a third one coming? You only said 2 so far. Alright. Cool. I don't think I'm beating this boss today. I think I need more arrows actually. Yeah, I think I need more arrows, so and definitely more health, so I won't do this today, but let me make sure this has saved though. Oh yeah, cool. So maybe next time try and get some arrows and then try them again, get some arrows, get some health. But yeah, we did alright today. We got through the temple. Well, got through most of the temple. You know, figured out what we need to do. Got to the boss and just need to beat him now. So yeah, we doing alright. We doing alright. Still got a long ass way to go with this game, but we're doing alright. To make it up to me. In fact, you know, if you hate white people, that's a good movie to watch because bare white people get killed in that movie, you know. So just saying, bare white people get killed in that movie. So if you hate white people, that's a movie to watch. No one likes the French. But apparently French people don't like French people. That's what Ridley Scott said about his he got a movie coming out. He got a movie, it might be out already actually, but there's a movie called Napoleon and it didn't get it got some backlash for being inaccurate, historically inaccurate. And then his response was, Ridley Scott director, his response was, the French people don't even like themselves. I was like, okay. I don't think you're selling your movie very well, but okay. Big for the likes, by the way. 5 likes, that is awesome. 5 likes. That might be the most amount. Well, maybe not the most, but certainly I think it's up there with the most. Maybe not the most, but I feel like it's up there. It's up there, I think. To be honest, I'm not always paying attention to the likes, so it could have been like 115 at one time, and I wouldn't even know. But 5 looks like a high number for me, so I appreciate the likes. Big up for that. It's kind of telling though that the stream where we make racist jokes is the one that gets the most likes. I feel like that's that's kind of telling of the type of people that want to watch this these videos. So you like the racist jokes, yeah? All right then. Side eye. Maybe show why people don't like French people. Yeah, that's kind of a thing, isn't it? Like, I don't know what it's about either, but bruh, it's been going on for years. Okay, we got the first joke now. Here we go. A white geezer decided to dress like a ghost for Halloween. When he walked out his gaff, a snowplow knocked him down. I mean, it's a joke, I guess. It's a joke. I won't lie, that one's not too good, but it's a joke. I get it. That's the first joke, I guess. You get a pass. You get a pass. You delivered on a free joke. You get a pass.
Emotional damage.
Yeah. Guess we confirmed that racist, sexist people come to these streams, at least today anyway. Racist, sexist, transphobes, homophobes as well. Did we make any gay jokes? But I don't know. Did we make any gay jokes? I don't think we did actually. I don't think we made any gay jokes. Waiting for a job. Oh, we got fourth one. Okay. I'm waiting for a job. Foreman asked him what will he needs to paint that 80-foot chimney. And my book said 80-foot fucking brush. I'm not sure I get a joke, to be honest. Like he said, is that because he's not smart? Is that the joke? I'm not sure I'm getting it. I'm not sure I'm getting that one. Oh, yeah, YouTuber hiding jokes from Sam. Yeah, so if we didn't tell a gay joke, does that make us homophobic for not telling a gay joke? Or does it make us homoprobic? Is that right? Homoprobic? I think I might have made that word up. I think I just made that word up, homoprobic. If you're not homophobic, if you're not homophobic, you're homoprobic. Makes sense, right? I mean, it doesn't, but it kind of does. Kinda. Can't go to Jacob without being shamed. Well, I guess it's only fair now. Everyone else is everyone. I think we hit every other group, so yeah. Well, if it is a real offensive joke, though, you're on your own. I'm just gonna say. If it's actually just a flat out inappropriate, unfunny, rude, offensive joke, just let you know now, you're on your own. I will not be defending you. Like, when the walls come, I'm like, you know what? He's over there. He's over there. You're gonna say, all right. Little Jake's got something to say. Lil J's got something to say. Or has a. You writing a book or something? Like. Yeah, next live stream now should be on Monday. Last movie of Arnie season is Monday. Last movie of Arnie season. Wait, is it Arnie season? Wait a minute. What are we watching next week? I don't even know, you know. I think I've lost my place. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Sorry. It's not last move on season. It's Devil's Rejects on Monday. Devil's Rejects on Monday, and then after that's the last move on season. So yeah, we're not at the end of Arnie season just yet. But yeah, this coming Monday it's Devil's Rejects. 8 p.m. GMT. If you can join me, that would be awesome. Jacob might be writing a whole essay right now. Oh wait, here we go. Okay, you guys decide to have a kid through artificial insemination. When they visited the baby at the baby care unit, they noticed their kid wasn't crying. And other kids were crying, but the nurse said he ain't. Okay, more to come. Got the suspense. We're waiting. What's Jacob's coming? Tune in next week for the exciting conclusion. But I said, he ain't crying now, but wait till you take the pacifier out. Flipping hell, dude. Flipping hell, man. Jacob. That's why you don't use your real name, isn't it? Yeah, I see. Anyway. It's not letting me see. It's not showing. No. Alright. So the joke goes, and this is little Jacob, by the way, so not me. Blame Jacob for this. So two gay guys decide to have a baby, decide to have a kid through artificial insemination. When they visit the baby at the baby care unit, they notice that their kid wasn't crying, but all the other kids were crying. And so the nurse said to them, "He ain't crying now, but just wait till he take the pacifier out of his ass." You sick freak. Hey, you said it, man. You sick freak. But yeah, with that said, I think that's a good place to wrap up for today. Boy, that's a good place to wrap up for today. So, but yeah, next live should be on Monday. Devil's Rejects for movie night. In the meantime, some more of my old videos should be going live, and I might even post a new video. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the minute, guys. You have been awesome as always. I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me lively. Thank you for keeping it lively. Thank you for keeping me company. But until whenever, if ever, peace. I just might have to ban you, Jacob. I just might. Alright, laters, guys.